In the last class, I have discussed sum rates method. Here I have shown how to modify the temperature in the simulation process. We have used energy balance equation to get this tridiagonal matrix. Then we apply Thomas algorithm to obtain this temperature difference. From the temperature difference, we can find out the modified temperature on any particular stage using this equation. Here one more parameter comes, and that is T. Now how to decide upon T? To decide upon T, we can apply optimization method. It is very simple method. You can choose different values of T for a particular range. Let's say between 0 to 1, that fractional value. Okay. Then using the modified temperature, you can find out Hj. You can find out the Hj. Hj is energy balance equation that you know. Ideally, that Hj should be is equal to 0, right? So when you take different values of T, for different values of T, you have different modified temperature. So you can substitute those modified temperature in the enthalpy expression to get enthalpies, and then in turn you can find out Hj. Okay, so the T which gives minimum value of Hj square, sum of Hj square means H1 square plus H2 square, it goes up to Hn square. We consider that T. Okay, so it is not at all a difficult part. You can choose different values of T. For them you will get a set of Tj, and then for any particular set you will get this sum value. Okay, so repeat the same thing for other values of T. Then from there you find out the minimum value of the sum. Okay, and choose corresponding T as the final T. Okay, after that to check the convergence criteria. That convergence criteria is defined this way. This is in terms of temperature. Okay, and this should be is equal to less than equal to 0.01. Okay, so temperature difference square we have taken to get a positive effect on the convergence factor. Okay, so this is how sum rate method works. Then we have a Newton-Raphson method. In the case of Newton-Raphson method, there is a little difference. In other algorithms, what we do actually, we solve the equation for any particular component. Let's say for I equal to 1, we solve tridiagonal matrix. We obtain the variation of x, different values of x for different stages, right? Then we repeat that solution method for I equal to 1 to c, right? And same thing we do also for the calculation of liquid flow rate. One by one stages liquid flow rate we calculate. Vapor flow rate also we calculate one by one. So this is how we do the calculation in the bubble point method and the sum rate method. Okay, but in the case of Newton-Raphson method, we solve all the equations together. Okay, so simultaneously we solve all the equations and we get solution in one step. Okay, but formulation is a little tricky in case of Newton-Raphson method as compared to bubble point and sum rate method. Now let me discuss how to develop the model equation in case of sum rates method. So in case of sum rates method, what we do actually, we reduce the number of equations. Okay. Now here you have mass balance equation, you have energy balance equation, then you have other equations like sum equations for liquid phase, sum equation for sum of mole fraction equal to 1 for liquid and vapor phases. Equilibrium relation you have here, then you have energy balance equation, right? Now, if we look at the sum equation, then from that sum equation we can write. Let me show you. Here we have sigma, sum of the mole fraction of liquid phase equal to 1. Okay. Now we can multiply this by Lj. Both the side we can multiply by Lj. Doing that we get Lj into sigma xij equal to Lj. Okay. Now if we take Lj inside, then what we get? We get sigma Lj into xij equal to Lj for any particular stage j. Okay. Now you look at this one. What is Lj into xij? Lj into xij is nothing but the amount of ith component, okay, or flow rate of ith component in the liquid stream, living liquid stream. So that we can represent by small Lij. So we can write here small Lij equal to Lj into xij. Clear? Lij, small Lij equal to Lj, capital Lj into xij. So that is what is written here. So that gives us sigma Lij equal to Lj. So this Lij is called component liquid flow rate. This is component liquid flow rate. Okay. Similarly, for vapor phase, you can write sigma Yij equal to 1. Multiply both the side by Vj. So Vj into Yij equal to Vj. So if we take Vj inside, then you can write Vj into Yij equal to Vj, I equal to 1 to C. Now what is Vj into Yij? Vj into Yij we can write as component vapor flow rate, that you can write as small Vij. Small Vij equal to Vj into Yij. So this also can be written as sigma Vij equal to Vj, total vapor flow rate. So total vapor flow rate is the sum of component vapor flow rate. Total liquid flow rate is equal to sum of component liquid flow rate. Okay. So we will modify the equation, mass balance, energy balance, equilibrium relation, everything we will modify following this relation. We will substitute, we will replace Lj by Lij, we will replace by Vj by Vij. Okay. And from this relation we can write Xij equal to Lij divided by Lj, right? And from here we can write Yij equal to Vij divided by Vj. Okay. So liquid phase mole fraction equal to Lij by Lj. Vapor phase mole fraction Yij equal to Vij by Vj. We'll replace Yij and Xij also by liquid component flow rate and vapor component flow rate terms. Okay. So all the equations we will modify now. Clear? Now in this equation already we have used sum relation. Okay, this sum relation already have used. Here also we have used this sum relation. So further We are not going to use this sum relation because this relation already we have used. Now let us modify the mass balance equation. Okay, component mass balance equation. So before that, let us define two more terms. One is total vapor flow rate. Okay, so following the same principle, we can write Fj, total vapor flow rate, is equal to sigma Fij. Sigma Fij. What is Fij? Fij is equal to, where Fij equal to Fj into Zij, right? Clear? Fij equal to Fj into Zij. So we can also write Zij equal to Fij divided by Fj. Okay. Then in the component mass balance equation and also in other equations, we have seen that side stream liquid flow rate and side stream vapor flow rate appears. Those are denoted by Uj and Wj respectively. Now those Uj and Wj we will replace by this side stream product flow rate ratio. Okay, so small sj we can write as Uj divided by Lj. Similarly, we can write capital Sj equal to Wj divided by Vj. Okay, so in the equation we will replace Uj will replace by small sj into Lj, and Lj we know, this is Sj, Lj we know sum of Lij. So in the equation we will replace Uj by small sj into sigma Lij. So instead of specifying in the Newton-Raphson method, instead of specifying Uj and Wj directly, we will specify this ratio. Okay. Now similarly, from here we can write W, this is Wi. sorry, this is Wj. From here we can write Wj, side stream vapor flow rate, Wj is equal to Sj into Vj, right? Now what is Vj? Vj is equal to sigma Vij, right? So Wj in the equation will replace by Sj into sigma Vij. Okay. Now look at component mass balance equation. Look at component mass balance equation. This is the component mass balance equation. You are familiar with this one. Lj minus 1 into Xij minus 1 plus Vj plus 1 into Yij plus 1 plus Fj into Zij minus these two terms. Okay. Now what I told you? I told you that all Lj will replace by sigma Lij. Lj means also Lj minus 1. Okay. Similarly, Vj will replace by sigma Vij. Vj plus 1 will replace by sigma Vij plus 1. And also will replace this Xij minus 1 by Lij divided by Lj. And Lj is equal to sigma Lij. Right? Clear? And here Vj plus 1 is equal to sigma Vij plus 1, and Yij plus 1 is equal to Vij divided by sigma Vij. Okay. Or otherwise we can write this as Vij only, and this is Lj minus 1 into Xij minus 1. From this relation we can write Xij minus 1, this is equal to this is equal to Lij minus 1. Xij minus 1 equal to Lij minus 1 divided by Lj minus 1, right? So what is Lij minus 1? Lj minus 1 into Xij minus 1. So this term will replace by Lij minus 1. This term will replace by Vij plus 1, small Vij plus 1. This term will replace by small Fij. Already I have defined that relation. This is small Fij, and Lj plus Uj is there. Okay, so we want to substitute this Uj by this relation. Uj is equal to small Sj into Lj. So when we substitute that, then you can take Lj common. Okay, so doing that, we can write this equal to Lj into 1 plus small Sj into Xij. Now what is Lj into Xij? Lj into Xij is equal to small Lij. So this term will become 1 plus small Sj, this small Sj into small Lij. Similarly, this term will become uh, 1 plus capital Sj, 1 plus capital Sj into small Vij. So that is what is written here. Okay, any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Okay. Then come to equilibrium relation. Eij is equal to this relation. In this relation we will substitute Yij and Kij. What is Yij? From here you can write Vij divided by sigma Vij, and here you can write Xij is equal to Lij divided by sigma Lij. Then we can rearrange the equation. After rearranging the equation, we can write the final equation in this way. Okay, so Eij is equal to Kij into Lij into sigma Vkj divided by sigma Lkj minus Vij is equal to 0. Okay, then we have energy balance equation, that also you have to modify. Okay, Lj minus 1 will substitute by sigma Lij minus 1, Vj plus 1 will substitute by sigma Vij plus 1, Fj will substitute by sigma Fij, and here we can take Lj common, and then we can substitute this as Sj there. So doing that, we can write this term as Lj into 1 plus Uj by Lj, that is nothing but small Sj. So Lj into 1 plus small Sj into Hlj. So Lj is equal to sigma Lij. Okay, sigma Lij. So this will become sigma Lij into 1 plus Sj into Hlj. And similarly, this term becomes sigma Vij into 1 plus capital Sj into Hvj minus Qj equal to 0. Okay. Then you can see here, the final equation for Hj. Okay. Now for any particular stage, look at the equation. How many equations are there? Category wise, we have component mass balance, we have phase equilibrium relation, we have energy balance equation. Sum rates equation already we have used, so those are not considered here. Okay. Now look at the number of variables. If you look at all the equations carefully, then you understand the variables present inside the system. Okay, you can identify all the variables. Okay, so actually all the terms are variable. Small j, capital S j, everything variable. Fij is also variable. But out of all the variables, we specify small sj, we specify capital Sj, we specify Fij. Then here in the equilibrium relation we have Kij term. Now Ki for Kij different relations are there. Okay, so that we can exclude from actual number of variables. Actually it varies, but additional relations are there, so that's why we are not considering this. And remaining terms contain Vij, all Vij and all Lij terms. Then look at this equation. Here we have enthalpy terms, but for enthalpy different relations are there. source equations are there, you can estimate them. Okay. Now here we have this is input. Okay, but variables are Lij, Vij, Lij minus 1, Vij plus 1, like that. So altogether, if we see all the equations, then we have variables like this one. We have variables like this one. For any stage j, you have sigma Vij. So if you expand it, what you will get? V1j plus V2j plus V3j. It goes up to VCj. So those variables are present inside the system. Then you have enthalpy terms, you have Kij terms. Okay, so those Kij, Tj actually functions of Yij, Xij, and also temperature, right? Now those Yij and Xij you can present in terms of Vij, right? And Lij. Clear? So already we have considered all vapor component flow rates and liquid component flow rates we are considering after this. So one more variable is left out, that is temperature. So temperature is also another variable which affects directly enthalpy terms as well as Kij terms. Okay. So for any particular stage J, so these are the variables. These are the variables. Okay. So for any particular stage J, these are the variables, and we have n number of stages. So what are how many variables are there? For stage 1 we have x1. Okay, so here variables are presented in vector form. Okay, so xj equal to v1j to vcj, tj, l1j to lcj transpose. Okay, for n number of stages we have n number of vector x, right? So for stage 1 it is x1, for stage 2 it is x2, for stage n it is xn, right? So all together we can write all the variables in this. So total number of variables inside the system. Okay, x1, x2, xn transpose, right? Now for any particular stage, how many variables are there? You can see here C number of vapor component flow rate, then temperature one variable, and Lij, those are C number. So 2C plus 1 variables are there for any particular stage J. Now we have n number of stages. So how many variables are there? N into 2C plus 1. Okay. So those many variables we have, and also we have those many equations. So we can solve the problem altogether. Okay, so that this is how we put all the variables together. Here, this x includes all the variables, right? Individually, those xj are this, but it includes all the unknown variables, all the independent variables, right? So this is where Newton-Raphson method is different from other methods, right? Now in this case, we have unknown variables, that is fine, but to calculate them, we should know also the equations. Let us look at the equation now. Okay, for any particular stage, how many equations you have? Category wise, we see we have component material balance, we have equilibrium relation, we have enthalpy balance. Okay, so how many material balance are there? C number of material balances are there. Material balance equations are there, and C number of equilibrium relations are there. So 2C, then one energy balance equation, 2C plus 1. So for any particular stage, we have 2C plus 1 number of equations. Okay, altogether those equations are represented by Fg. And the order of presentation is this. You can also change the order, but in the method, in the developed method, which is referred in the textbook, this is how order is considered. Okay, better to follow this order. Otherwise, you have to rearrange all the equations and it will become cumbersome. Okay, so functions are equations or functions are these for any particular stage: 1 Hj, c number of mij, then c number of eij. And for n number of stages, how many equations are there? How many equations are there for stage 1 f1, for stage 2 f2, it goes up to fn. Okay, and how many f1? 2c plus 1. How many f2? 2c plus 1. So how many total functions are there or equations are there? 2c plus 1 into n. Okay, so we had 2c plus 1 into n number of unknown variables, and we have now 2c plus 1 2c plus 1 into n number of equations. So we can get solution, we can get we can get unique solution. Okay, and this is how we considered we identified the number of variables and number of equations. Function is nothing but equation. Now, how to solve all those equations? To solve all those equations, actually Newton-Raphson method is applied. Okay. Now, what is Newton-Raphson method? Already you know Newton-Raphson method. Now, suppose you have any function of x equal to 0, right? Now you want to solve this function using Newton-Raphson method. So what you do there actually, suppose it is a nonlinear equation, you are using iterative method, using Newton-Raphson method. The Newton-Raphson method actually it is based on Taylor's expansion, and expansion is limited up to first order, right? Only linear terms we considered, right? So according to that, we can write fxk plus 1 equal to fxk plus del f del x at kth iteration level into change of x in xk plus 1 minus xk. Okay, so this function is expanded around some known value of x. That known value is the guess value, and it is represented by xk. Okay, now when we consider this, higher order we are not considering. Okay, then we can force this term is equal to 0 because we want to achieve this 0 value here. When we write this equal to 0, from here we can write this del f del x at kth iteration level into xk plus 1 minus xk equal to minus fxk. Okay, and then from here you can write xk plus 1 equal to xk minus equal to xk minus fxk divided by delta f delta x kth iteration level derivative value, right? This also we can write as xk minus minus del f del x at kth iteration level to the power minus 1 into fxk, right? So this is how we write xk plus 1. In turn also write this equation this way: xk plus 1 minus xk equal to minus del f del x minus del f del x k to the power minus 1 to the power minus 1 into fxk. Okay, so this xk plus 1 minus xk we can write as del xk equal to minus del f del x at kth iteration level to the power minus 1 into fxk. Okay, so this is how we can calculate change of del x, and from the change of del x we can calculate xk plus 1 minus xk equal to del xk. This is the meaning of del xk, and xk plus 1 equal to xk plus del xk, right? So when you do iterative process, from the first iteration we get some modified value of xk from this equation. Then we check convergence condition. If it is not satisfied, we substitute back this value and we just reiterate the calculation, and you get the modified values of xk plus 1. Sometimes it gives instability in the system. Okay, so to avoid instability, or sometimes also we get convergence slower. So to here those 2 points, low convergence rate, and other point is stability problem. These are opposite effect. Okay, so we can consider it factor t to damp out those effect. Okay, if there is a slow convergence rate, then we can consider t greater than 1. If there is a stability problem, we can consider fractional value of t. Okay, t less than 1. If then also if you see that there is a slow convergence, you can reduce the value of t further. Okay, so let's say previously you had 0.5, now you can consider 0.3, like that. So this is the equation we use to do the convergence. Okay, now same thing is written here. Same thing is written here. Whatever I have discussed, that discussion was limited to single variable problem. Now, if instead of x as single variable, if we consider x as x1, x2, x3 like that way, okay, then we can write them as a vector. Okay, so here in place of single variable x, we have written vector x. Okay, vector x is nothing but this. Okay, vector x is this. Okay, so we can find out uh, the modified values of xk. Modified values of xk is nothing but these values. Okay, using Newton-Raphson method. Okay, clear? So in the next class, I will discuss. I will continue this discussion. Then, in detail, I will tell you how to formulate the final equation to obtain this the algorithm Newton-Raphson algorithm. Okay, so it involves with this. This is the Jacobian term. Okay, this is the Jacobian term, del f and del x inverse term. So where del f del x you will get as tridiagonal matrix. Already you have seen equation 10.12 where tridiagonal matrix was developed. But in that case, you deal with only a single variable, means xij. I you have used for component, right? And then number of stages we have changed. Okay, it means xi1, xi2, xin like that. But here you have many variables, 2c plus 1 variables are there. Okay, so in that case you got tridiagonal matrix with a particular elements. Here also you will get element, but those itself vector. This b, c, a, b, c, a3, b3, c3, an, bn, all are individual vector. What is the size of those vector? Size of each element element matrix is 2c plus 1 cross 2c plus 1. Overall size is n cross n, but size of each element matrix is 2c plus 1 cross 2c plus 1. Right? Now from there, I will discuss how to get those things. From there, we'll find out how to get. We'll find out the expression for AJ. We'll find out the expression for VJ. We'll find out expression for CJ. So all this I will discuss in the next class. Any doubt?